So I think this is a really cool release on Nike's end, or should I say a re-release. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sneaker Circle. It's your boy Danny coming back with another review, another sneaker, and another release I managed to get my hands on. So getting into the sneaker, this is an OG Air Max 1 from 2006 for Air Max month this year, 2021. And this isn't the only one. We also saw the Bacons come out alongside with these, the DQM Bacons, which that store isn't even around anymore, but I guess that's why they didn't brand them DQM. Well, CLOT's still around, so they still have that moniker, and I gotta admit, I love this sneaker. They did a fantastic job at recreating that OG. Now, when I started collecting, this was kind of those sneakers that you were like unable to touch. They were going for like 600, 700, even back in those days. And seeing Nike's attempt at redoing these is fantastic. Before we get into the sneaker, I'm going to cover sizing in this review, because if you really can't stick to your traditional Air Max 1 sizing, so go ahead and skip to that part of the video. I should have it labeled. If you're just here just for sizing, and if it helped you, give a like, drop a comment. Trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark and so on. But before we get into the sneakers, I really want to cover the box. So let me take these out. So these do get their own Nike collaboration box. You do see the Chinese lettering right there. You see Nike swooshes right there, that black with this right here with more graffiti. Size tag for those that need, and right there you can kind of see that CLOT emblem that goes throughout the shoe that gets covered perfectly with the lid. That's dope. It's dope. So one feature on this sneaker, I'll touch more upon it right here, is the footprint right under there. These are actually inspired by, if I'm not mistaken, Chinese medicine. More importantly, I think it's pressure point medicine. And I know a lot of people that do like acupuncture also, follow those charts. Each thing means a different part of your body, and they were so kind to actually give us the chart right here. Not only that, you do get this like CLOT paper that goes in there, but if you take that out, you get that same map of the foot. The box is great. The box definitely, like, I wouldn't be able to own these without owning the box with them. I just couldn't. Like, this box is a necessity. So if you're worried about like whether these would yellow and you lose the print right there on the sole, you do have it in here. And then you do have the list on what affects everything. If you want a little close-up, feel free to screenshot this right there. All right, enough about that. Let's get straight into the sneaker. Now, I know I already mentioned it, but this is a retro. This is a re-release, and they did a fantastic job. Obviously, we're not going to get the same shape we did back in 2006 when it comes to Air Maxes. Now we have more of like a rounded toe, and I think that's fine. It's just what the current Air Maxes are nowadays. But this shoe fits so big. So let's talk about the actual material on the shoe right here and the details and the accents. So let me use this right shoe first. You can see that they do come with red wax laces. It's attached right there to the sneaker. And just the whole shoe has this beige tone flowing throughout it. It's like really loud accents of orange and occasionally green. I think that's fine. We do have the clear toe box that's really like what really draws people's attention. But if you look away from the clear toe box and you just look at everything else, it's a beautiful sneaker. It is an absolutely like marvelous sneaker, I gotta admit. The suede isn't the best. It's a little rougher than like I would like. I usually like softer suedes. This feels more like Birkenstock suede. I know the quality is nowhere near there, and you can kind of tell just how thin the suede panel is on this. The whole shoe is like ridiculously thin. This shoe has absolutely no padding. So the only real comfort you're getting is from the Air Max 1 sole. But I mean, I feel like Air Max 1 soles, the air unit and everything, like they're pretty comfy. It's old tech. It's from like what, 87? It does its job. There's a reason it hasn't been changed. Right here, we do have other accents of the suede just wrapping around the entire sneaker. You have a snakeskin swoosh right there, and this red portion of the shoe itself is 3M. Let me get a little closer for details. So we do have this nice like ostrich print leather right here. It's super thin. The actual underside of the hide of all the leather portions, what you feel on the inside, feels a little bit softer than suede out here. That's just my opinion, because like the suede's okay, but there's just certain spots that are like really rough, especially on the other sneaker. It might be different for everyone. You might get like a perfect pair, but who knows. The clot detailing right there on the back of the 3M, yo, it's just a beautiful shoe. Like, I can't even front. It's regular flat laces that match the color tone of the shoe, but I gotta admit, these reds are really tempting. Like, they can go hard. There's a little piece of leather to like hold your heel in right here. I feel like that's so important when it comes to like wearing the shoe. I tried these on and my toe ends like right here. So I definitely have to size down on these. I can't keep the 10.5. And the resale market on these right now, as I'm recording this video, the day Attack on Titan ends. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss you. But the day I'm recording this video, resale is tanking on this. And I mean, it's better for people who really wanted this sneaker, because then, you know, you get to own it. You get to pick it up and do what you have to do. I'll talk more about like my recommendations with sizing and just a little bit. Let me just get over the details of the shoe real quick. On the left pair, you do have kind of this Nike with Chinese lettering right here. So right there, it does say this product was made using natural dyed leather and may have dye migration. Wear it with dark socks is recommended. Ooh, okay, I get that. I guess it's just a small warning saying the dye itself can bleed. And I think that's fine. I think that's fine. If you're gonna get dye bleed, what exactly is gonna bleed? All the leather is basically a beige tone, so I think you're fine. If anything, it'll help your cause out with like that clear toe. The inside of this tongue, it's a really soft leather. It's the same leather right here. I wish they used this on like the majority of the shoe, but again, you gotta stick to what the classic was, and that's just what the classic was. The leather's really nice. It's thin, and honestly, it's just so nice. It's so nice. You get that neon green Nike Air Max right there. No clot detailing on the tongue. It'd be cool if they did, but again, they're just sticking true to the original. Now let's have a close look at this sole right here. It is numbered. Let me just show you little by little. Here we go. I really hope I can catch this and focus it in right. And it's just great. I think my only hiccup on this sneaker is I don't like the suede. I wish it was a bit softer, but I'm guessing it's better like having a sturdier suede for like shape and stuff. But I really do hate how this side right here on the interior of the shoe, there's no like panel to cover this little missing part right here, so it's all plastic. And it kind of irks me. It irks me just a little bit, but again, if you're wearing it, you're just never gonna notice that. So specifically getting into sizing, I'm a 10.5 in almost everything. I have what I consider a wider foot. For reference, I usually wear 10.5 in most of my Air Jordan 1s, but I do size down to a 10 occasionally and I just wear them looser. Like that's in my comfort zone. Going to a size 11 is just a little bit too much. Like it'll be too much space, and I just don't vibe with that. So I count 10.5 as my true size for like pure comfort. But these, since they fit so big, when I wear my 10.5, I have so much space right here on the front, and I'm not really secured in the sides. Like I'm able to just pull out the paper and just like unlace one level and just stick my foot right in and be good at the like standard stock lace, which usually isn't the case. I usually have to like unlace things and like get them to fit the way I want them to fit. I must say, like once you're in there, you're good. The suede detailing, well, the under hide of the leather and this little leather patch right here on the back really hold your foot in there. So even if you get a pair for retail and you're kind of nervous that they won't fit, if you can get over a little space in the toe where your sock ends, then I think you'll be fine. Another little detail about this is they actually added air holes to the plastic. So I know a lot of people were thinking like, yo, if you wear these shoes, it's gonna get musty and hot. But that's not really the case, because there is airflow going through the shoe. Like you're better off now than I think you were with the OG. That OG shape was just immaculate. So that's gonna be my review for the CLOT Air Max 1s. Here's a little final look through. I'm definitely gonna try to size down because I'm not a very strong-willed person. I feel like I would see like consistently see that gap right here when I put my foot in there, and it would just break me. It would haunt me to like my final days. So this is a shoe I'm definitely gonna have to size down on. I'm gonna have to get a 10, and I'm gonna have to throw these to the wolves. But I have some people that might want these, so I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Another little detail, that snakeskin swoosh, boy. That snakeskin swoosh. Absolutely beautiful. So that's been Danny. This has been the Sneaker Circle. If you like the content, please feel free to like. Feel free to subscribe. I'm almost at that K, boy. Let's go. Okay. Happy hunting. Peace.